Cool. Good afternoon,
Good
everybody.
afternoon.
How many of you saw the morning video?
I was just going through 5 minutes back. I just started listening to it because I was very busy since morning. So busy today.
Right. And so, Kanika, what did you feel after watching that?
I saw 3/4. I have to see yet to see 15 minutes का आखिरी का.
Acha, the
So
Souls
I just
Temple bit.
तो Souls Temple वाला का आखिरी का बचा है बस. It was wonderful and I was feeling something हाँ कि connection हो रहा था कि बहुत सारी चीजों में I really connect with my father and mom. उन लोग का gift जो है I really it was very good and वो clearing करने से ना काफी फर्क आ रहा था.
Right. If you do the remaining part, the Souls Temple part,
हाँ वही.
थोड़ा रेगुलर करने से मेरे ख्याल से इट इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी वेरी कंट्रीब्यूटिंग बिकॉज
नहीं really.
ये वाला टॉपिक मुझे बहुत पसंद है इमोशनल जेनेटिक्स, लेकिन ये इतना तक सीमित नहीं है, बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है, तो वो 1 घंटे के वर्कशॉप में नहीं कवर किया जा सकता है. पर आई नो दैट जहाँ पे भी मैंने इसके बारे में बात किया और जितना भी बात किया है, ऐसा कभी हुआ ही नहीं कि किसी को ये रेजोनेट ना किया हो या क्लिक ना किया हो. It's an amazing topic. And युवराज के सीरीज अवेलेबल थे जिससे मैं सीखी थी, और मैंने बहुत बोला था युवराज को कि सर इसके क्लासेस लो, खाली इसके 4 घंटा या 5 घंटा की क्लास. somehow वो काफ़ी बिजी रहते तो उनको उसका टाइम नहीं मिलता है, बट उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि वंदना तुमको जिसको बताना बता दो, तुमको जिसको सिखाना सिखा दो. उनके जैसे तो ऑब्वियसली मैं नहीं सिखा सकती क्योंकि उनका रिसर्च एक्सटेंसिव है. व्हाट ही लर्नड इज लाइक वेरी एक्सटेंसिव, वर्ल्ड लेवल पे ही इज गॉन एंड स्टडीड.
That's modern. You can do anything what you want.
नहीं, सी आई कैन नॉट दैट, पर एक इंसान अगर वर्ल्ड लेवल टीचर्स इंटरनेशनल ट्रेनर्स से ट्रेनिंग लेके लंबा फुल बड़े बड़े क्लासेस करने के बाद जब आप ट्रेनिंग देते हो और इतने सालों से जब आप ट्रेनिंग दे रहे हो, तो ऑब्वियसली आपका जो एक सिखाने का जो तरीका होता है वो अलग होता है. That's what it is. However, I'm not discounting what I'm doing in any form or manner. I know what I'm doing is good enough for this 1 hour Souls Temple. If I have to do like paid workshops and all that, and everything has its own background and requirement, prerequisites. So yeah, I would recommend everybody that take out time to watch this morning's video. Those, because morning there was nobody. I think only there were 3-4 people. It is about healing your relationship with your mother and your father, and the judgments that you have. Your judgments about your mother, father, and their judgments about you, and your judgments about you from their eyes. It is about all of that. It's a wonderful call, and it's something that if you watch, it will really help this morning's YouTube video. Having said that, now that you can watch later. And tomorrow is a Sunday, tomorrow you can watch if you don't have time today. For today, I would like to ask, and yeah, I also want to recommend people that if you watched the morning video, today morning's video, share it with other people also. Like, don't just watch it and leave it. Share it with more people. My cousin told me that I saw it and I immediately sent it to all my children because she felt it really resonated. So there will be different views different people have. Still, doesn't matter. It's not about that being the only thing that one has to know, but it's a very powerful conversation.
Vandana, it was really very good. Really very good. And I already shared it with my family members.
Yeah, that one is worth sharing with family members actually. It's completely worth sharing with all family members, cousins, and parents. If parents are educated enough or receptive enough, then also with the parents, because parents also have their parents, right? It's not just them. It's about them and their parents also. So that one video, sometimes you have this when you do something, you suddenly know that, oh my God, this was amazing. And later on also I got messages like at least from 4 different people that, oh my God, today's call was amazing. So I'm just grateful that, yeah, okay, cool. It makes some difference and it makes some sense to people, and it is changing something somewhere, touching some part of your being, and some shift, some transformation is happening. And if you continue to do the soul stable affirmations given there, it will definitely change more than that. So today, I think the light is very dim. I'll just switch on the light.
Panna, I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
So I think I posted in one of the groups, you answered, but it's more to do with, it's more to do, I don't know if Soul Temple works on the house part of it, as in, I really don't know. So you help me out with this. Like, apart from the members, the original owners, we have people who are working for us, who are contributing to our lives, like servants and maids and cooks and stuff like that. So there's been a total chaos in this past 1 month, with somebody going, somebody coming in, and then theft, and then having an affair with somebody. So all of this, there's a lot of chaos at home, and I'm getting into that. So my attention span, my attention is only going on solving the problem, whereas here I want to create something out of my life, which I'm not able to, because 90% of my attention is only going on looking at the house part of it, and people, how are they misbehaving, how are they treating each other, and what's happening. So I'm not having ease at all, in the sense, one part of me says I just don't want to deal with it, and the other part of me says that the house does require me to meddle in between and get things sorted, and so that everybody is in harmony with everybody. And one part of me just doesn't want to do all of this, and I want to get my husband or somebody else to take care of it. So as a lady of the house, there is also my responsibility that people are okay with what I say, and people are not doing all this crap that's going on. So how can I have ease in my life, as well as how can I have ease with in their, I mean, I know I can't have ease in their life, but yet how can I have ease with them as well as with my own self here?
So 2 or 3 things that from your conversation that I've heard.
Yeah.
One is, there is a part of me which wants to create my life in a greater way.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I am stuck in trying to fix this.
Yeah.
Okay. Here, what is happening? I'm expecting everybody have harmony with everybody, because that's the word you said. Okay. Everybody have harmony with everybody. Then another part is like, oh, I want other people to take responsibility of this also.
Yeah, like say for example, my husband. I don't want to. Whatever.
Whoever. So I want to create my life. I want other people to take their responsibility and the responsibility of theirs. And this is a part of my life, which is chaotic.
Yeah.
So today morning I spoke of the triangle, right?
Sorry, I didn't.
Doesn't matter. You can see it later. So today morning I spoke of this triangle. As long as we are in this triangle, we will never be able to live our life a full circle.
Yeah.
It is like an equilateral triangle. Okay. Now, what is this part doing? Focusing on this and this, right?
Yeah.
Not focusing on creating life, honestly. Saying that I want to create my life, but not focusing on creating life.
Correct. To the extent that, Vandana, say for example, even if I want to listen to a podcast, I'll have to pause like 10 times to listen to one podcast, because my mind is solely getting diverted there.
Correct. So here I'm saying that I want to create my life, but my focus is all on the chaos
Yeah, correct.
that is
Correct.
going on in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. Then here, the part of me which wants my husband or XYZ to take responsibility of this.
Yeah.
And when I'm here, I'm actually not able to deal with this.
Exactly. I
I
can't
don't
deal
know
with it.
really what to do with this. This is just going on. How much ever I do, it's not changing much.
No, one problem, and then that gets solved, another problem comes up, and then another problem.
So what is this chaos? I would I would like to look at it as what part of me is chaotic, what part of me is saying that I want to do something but not doing, and what part of me is wanting somebody else to do, kind of help me with this, dealing with the chaos inside me. Do you
Yeah.
get it?
Yeah.
Okay, a part of me is wanting to create greater, but focusing on the chaotic part inside me, I would say, just inside me. Then the chaotic part inside me is messy, I'm not able to really do much. A part of me wants somebody help me to deal with this. Now, these are three parts of me. Okay. And as long as these three parts are going on, it serves, it's very complementary. This will go on. I'll keep thinking I have to create greater, but I'll keep doing this. And here I'll be here, I won't be able to solve it. Then I'll keep wanting somebody to support me with this, but I won't give it up and let them support, or I won't ask for support and receive that support. Okay, both.
That's so rightly said. Even if he wants to support, I'm the upper hand. No, this is not the way it's supposed to be done. So it's more like he
Why?
wants to
Because
contribute, and I'm like,
this game serves me. Serves me to not step into greater.
correct. So
This is
yeah,
because
absolutely.
this is good. What is the best part of this? Tell me.
Just I think it's just more to do with keep myself involved and not create
Keeping
greater,
myself
like you said.
occupied and not
Yeah.
creating greater.
Yeah, and yet say that I'm in a chaotic situation.
Yes, and getting the chaos to blame for, or other people who are not taking responsibility to blame for it. Whereas
Correct.
I am only involved in both, and I am only not choosing greater. Okay, now having said that, I am aware of it, but I don't know why I'm choosing it again and again. Right? Maybe intellectually I know that, oh, ये मैं ही कर रही हूँ, पर ये मैं क्यों कर रही हूँ मुझे नहीं पता है. So ये है triangle, the interesting triangle that we are all, we all have one triangle which we hold on to, and then we keep playing here. Nice game.
It's like I'm juggling, A point से B point, P.
ABC.
And I don't even know if I'm doing it cognitively. Am I doing it knowingly? I really don't know. I really don't know when I'm doing it.
Yeah, it just
cognitively.
is what is.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I get out of this? And plus yet have people to be there as a part of my life. I want my servants, I want my cook to be there.
Of course.
No denial.
So
that's the whole thing.
First thing is that come out of the illusion that everybody can have harmony with everybody. That's a myth. It's not possible. It is not possible. Practically, if it involves like 10 different people, whether they want to have harmony with each other is their story. You can motivate them, you can encourage them, you can inspire them. For example, if there are like, right now there are how many people on the call? Some 12, 13 people. Okay, if I tell that, oh, all these people must have harmony with each other because I really care for each person over here and I love each person over here and they all must have harmony with each other. Really, do I have any control? Will all of these people get in touch with each other and support each other and have harmony with each other. No, I have zero control over that. Okay. If they are my close family members also, how much ever I scream, tell, whatever, they will all do what they want to do because all are grown up. Be it your husband, be it servants, all are grown up. Nobody is a kid. Kids, you can, thoda sa, you can try and control, you can try and mold them. You can give ek thappad. You can tell them ye karna hai. तो शायद कर लेंगे until they become teenagers.
It's funny that when I'm frustrated, children bear the brunt.
Exactly.
Which I don't want to, but poor thing, they do get the energy that I'm being at that, frustration, anger. And then they pick up all of that, and then they also start behaving in angry mode, or they start behaving angry with me, or either ways I start behaving angry with them. So it's a very messed up between parenting and, between a parent and a child. So
yeah, so it's moment, actually messed up inside.
Yeah,
and that is
completely.
why it is showing up outside. Okay. Not that, oh, you're responsible for all the chaos, like all the what the servants are doing, what husband is doing. You're not responsible for all of that. Means, example, if in my house somebody is unwell, I am not responsible for them to be unwell. They are responsible for them to be unwell. I can be responsible for taking care of them or not taking care of them. Okay, that is my responsibility. If I'm not taking care of them and they are in my house and they are unwell and they are suffering, and I'm just like, haan, jo karna hai karo, that means I'm kind of living in a denial that this is a part of my house, right? Which I shouldn't and I can't. Second, how much I want to take responsibility is up to me. That, okay, if this person is unwell, I can go give medicines, I can give food, or whatever is in my capacity, I can go give to them. But if they still choose not to take the medicines, not to eat the food, not to do things, and they want to be unwell, can I really do something? I can't. Now here, when I'm talking about your situation, it's not about unwell, it is about lack of understanding. Ignorant. They are ignorant, the servants and etc. etc. So that's why they are fighting with each other. They are doing whatever they are doing with each other. They have not done all this many classes that we are doing. They don't know parent, adult, child, victim, victimizer, control, all of that. They don't know any of that. They are just living naturally. That's their natural way of being. Ladai karo, jhagda karo, maro kudo. That's a natural way of being. My intelligent mind wants to try and change them. Because मुझे ऐसा लगता है, oh my God, if I can't set this right, then मैं पूरी दुनिया में क्या सिखाऊंगी? ठीक है, क्योंकि पहले ये ठीक नहीं होगा तो फिर तो मैं दुनिया में कैसे मैं सिखाऊंगी कि how to have harmony.
So how can I work with my soul temple to have harmony with myself first?
Yeah, so that is where we'll come. Why am I giving explanation? Just perspective for all of us, that we try and control the things that we cannot control. We are not able to accept the things the way they are. We are not able to accept ourselves the way we are. We try and control ourselves also that much. Now it is all about the expectation of things having to be a certain way. If I'm going to expect that things have to be a certain way, then I have to take too much responsibility for that. And that much responsibility can be like overburdening. For example, if I'm doing these Soul Temple workshops and if I expect everybody who comes must become healthy. Oh my God, it'll be like a mess in my head. Shit. If even one person comes and complains, oh, I attended so many workshops of yours, nothing is changing, I'll immediately go into oh my God, what am I doing? What's the point in doing this much Soul Temple? Nobody's getting better, blah, blah, blah. I can go on and stop doing what I'm doing and stop creating what I'm creating. Just because a part of me feels that if I can't deal with everyone and if everyone who is coming every day is not getting better, that means it's my responsibility. Sorry, it's not my responsibility. My responsibility ends with my life being good. My health being good, my life being good, I knowing my subject that I'm facilitating here. And when I know when I'm good, everything is good, my responsibility ends here. Why am I facilitating then? I'm facilitating because it did a lot of good to me. The subject that I studied, it did a lot of good to me. I love to share it with people. Now, how much it will help other people, it depends on them, how much they want to use and receive, and or they are just trying to come here and, okay, what is Bandhana doing? Is she doing something different? Is she better than me? Is she lesser than me? Or is this even going to help? I already have done so many classes. Now, if all of this is my agenda in my head, then I'll come here, I'll receive nothing, and I'll just go. And it will just be a waste of, time for the person who's coming here with that expectation. Or for me, if I'm having that much expectation. The thing that, actually hurts is the expectation, first thing. And then the need to control everything and need to have harmony everywhere. Very difficult a task, extremely difficult, Herculean task. If I want the whole earth to be harmonious, I would love that to be harmonious. I would love everybody to love each other. I would love everybody to have more joy, more ease, more health, everything. Can I really make it happen? No, I can't. Each individual has to take charge. So the expectation, the control, inability to remain in an empowered space and empower people, but not take responsibility. Okay, third. Fourth, if I wish to create greater and I'm not creating and I'm blaming the chaos or other people who are that they are limiting me, then I have to understand, where am I limiting me? What is my inner limitation, which is being at the effect of what's going on in my surrounding. 4, okay. When I work on all of these things, and then harmony within me, 5, 5th. So these are the 5 steps, okay. Working on your expectations, working on your need to control what's going on, not remaining in an empowered space and empowering people, but in fact taking more responsibility than you can handle. Inability to, identify where am I limiting myself. And finally, having harmony within me first. Okay. So let's affirm and see what shows up. Right?
Bandhana, you can repeat once these 5 steps.
I won't remember.
Okay.
You will have to see the call again.
I'll do it.
Okay. It is just like it comes and then
Just
it goes. Yeah.
Yes.
So my expectations that everybody must have harmony with everybody is my soul's temple. First thing, okay? I'm just going with whatever Kanika said. My expectations that everybody must have harmony with everybody is my soul's temple. My expectation that everybody must have harmony with everybody is my soul's temple. My expectation that everybody must have harmony with everybody is my soul's temple. My expectation that everybody must have harmony with everybody is my soul's temple. My expectation that everybody must have harmony with everybody is my soul's temple. My expectation that everybody must have harmony with everybody is my soul's temple. My expectation that everybody must have harmony with everybody is my soul's temple. My need to expect way too much change than is possible is my soul's temple. My need to expect way too much change than is possible is my soul's temple. My need to expect way too much change than is possible is my soul's temple. My need to expect way too much change than is possible is my soul's temple. My need to expect way too much change than is possible is my soul's temple. My need to expect way too much change than is possible is my soul's temple. My need to expect way too much change than is possible is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of expectations from my surroundings is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of expectations from my surroundings is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of expectations from my surroundings is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of expectations from my surroundings is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of expectations from my surroundings is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of expectations from my surrounding is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of expectations from my surrounding is my soul's temple. The control that I exercise is my soul's temple. The control that I exercise on me and others is my soul's temple. The control that I exercise on me and others is my soul's temple. The control that I exercise on me and others is my soul's temple. The control that I exercise on me and others is my soul's temple. The control that I exercise on me and others is my soul's temple. The control that I exercise on me and others is my soul's temple. The control that I exercise on me and others is my soul's temple. My need to control myself and others is my soul's temple. My need to control myself and others is my soul's temple. My need to control myself and others is my soul's temple. My need to control myself and others is my soul's temple. My need to control myself and others is my soul's temple. My need to control myself and others is my soul's temple. My need to control myself and others is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of this control game. Oh no, let it be. My resistance to let go of the control is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of the control and take charge of myself is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of the control and take charge of my mental and physical health is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of the control and take charge of my mental and physical health is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of the control and take charge of my mental and physical health is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of the control and take charge of my mental and physical health is my soul's temple. My resistance to let go of the control and take charge of my mental and physical health is my soul's temple. My inability to be empowered and remain in an empowered space is my soul's temple. My inability to be empowered and remain in an empowered space is my soul's temple. My inability to be empowered and remain in an empowered space is my soul's temple. My inability to be empowered and remain in an empowered space is my soul's temple. My inability to be empowered and remain in an empowered space is my soul's temple. My inability to be empowered and remain in an empowered space is my soul's temple. My inability to be empowered and remain in an empowered space is my soul's temple. My need to empower others and feel like I failed at it is my soul's temple. My need to empower others and feel that I failed at it is my soul's temple. My need to empower others and feel that I failed at it is my soul's temple. My need to empower others and feel that I failed at it is my soul's temple. My need to empower others and feel that I failed at it is my soul's temple. My need to empower others and feel that I failed at it is my soul's temple. My need to empower others and feel that I failed at it is my soul's temple. My need to empower others and feel that I failed at it is my soul's temple. My resistance to acknowledge the small changes and ripple effects that I create just by being myself is my soul's temple. My resistance to acknowledge the small changes and the ripple effects that I create just by being myself is my soul's temple. My resistance to acknowledge the small changes and ripple effects that I create just by being myself is my soul's temple. My resistance to acknowledge the small changes and the ripple effects I create just by being myself is my soul's temple. My resistance to acknowledge the small changes and the ripple effects that I create just by being myself is my soul's temple. My resistance to acknowledge the ripple effects and the changes, small changes that I create is my soul's temple. My resistance to acknowledge the ripple effects and the small changes that I create is my soul's temple. My expectation of others to take responsibility is my soul's temple. My expectation of others to take responsibility of themselves and their surroundings is my soul's temple. My expectation of others to take responsibility of themselves and their surroundings is my soul's temple. My expectation of others to take responsibility of themselves and their surrounding is my soul's temple. My expectation of others to take responsibility of themselves and their surrounding is my soul's temple. My expectation of others to take responsibility of themselves and their surrounding is my soul's temple. My expectation of others to take responsibility of themselves and their surrounding is my soul's temple. My need to expect from others that they must be responsible is my soul's temple. My need to expect from others that they must be responsible is my soul's temple. My need to expect from others that they must be responsible is my soul's temple. My need to expect from others that they must be responsible is my soul's temple. My need to expect from others that they must be responsible is my soul's temple. My need to expect from others that they must be responsible is my soul's temple. My need to expect from others that they must be responsible is my soul's temple. My resistance to stop expecting and accept people the way they are is my soul's temple. Okay, no. My resistance to stop expecting and be in allowance of people the way they are is my soul's temple. My resistance to stop expecting and be in allowance of people the way they are is my soul's temple. My resistance to stop expecting and be in allowance of people the way they are is my soul's temple. My resistance to stop expecting and be in allowance of people the way they are is my soul's temple. My resistance to stop expecting and be in allowance of people the way they are is my soul's temple. My resistance to stop expecting and be in allowance of people the way they are is my soul's temple. My resistance to stop expecting and be in allowance of people the way they are is my soul's temple. The part of me that limits me from becoming greater than now is my soul's temple. The part of me that limits me from becoming greater than now is my soul's temple. The part of me that limits me from becoming greater than now is my soul's temple. The part of me that limits me from becoming greater than now is my soul's temple. The part of me that limits me from becoming greater than now is my soul's temple. The part of me that limits me from becoming greater than now is my soul's temple. The part of me that limits me from becoming greater than now is my soul's temple. My need to limit myself, my need to restrict and limit myself is my soul's temple. My need to restrict and limit myself is my soul's temple. My need to restrict and limit myself is my soul's temple. My need to restrict and limit myself is my soul's temple. My need to restrict and limit myself is my soul's temple. My need to restrict and limit myself is my soul's temple. My need to restrict and limit myself is my soul's temple. My resistance to change and heal that part of me which limits me is my soul's temple. My resistance to change and heal that part of me which limits me is my soul's temple. My resistance to change and heal that part of me that limits me is my soul's temple. My resistance to change and heal that part of me which limits me is my soul's temple. My resistance to change and heal that part of me that limits me is my soul's temple. My resistance to change and heal that part of me which limits me is my soul's temple. My resistance to change and heal that part of me which limits me is my soul's temple. The part of me that I'm unable to accept of me is my soul's temple. The part of me that I'm unable to accept of me is my soul's temple. The part of me that I'm unable to accept of me is my soul's temple. The part of me that I'm unable to accept of me is my soul's temple. The part of me that I'm unable to accept of me is my soul's temple. The part of me that I am unable to accept of me is my soul's temple. The part of me that I'm unable to accept of me is my soul's temple. My need to reject this part of me that is unacceptable to me is my soul's temple. My need to reject this part of me that is unacceptable to me is my soul's temple. My need to reject this part of me that is unacceptable to me is my soul's temple. My need to reject this part of me that is unacceptable to me is my soul's temple. My need to reject this part of me that is unacceptable to me is my soul's temple. My need to reject this part of me that is unacceptable to me is my soul's temple. My need to reject this part of me that is unacceptable to me is my soul's temple. My resistance to be in acceptance of who I am and allow change to show up at its own pace is my soul's temple. My resistance to be in acceptance of who I am and allow change to show up at its own pace is my soul's temple. My resistance to be in acceptance of who I am and allow change to show up at its own pace is my soul's temple. My resistance to be in acceptance of who I am and allow change to show up at its own pace is my soul's temple. My resistance to be in acceptance of who I am and allow change to show up at its own pace is my soul's temple. My resistance to be in acceptance of who I am and allow change to show up at its own pace is my soul's temple. My resistance to be in acceptance of who I am and allow change to show up at its own pace is my soul's temple. Yeah, Kanika, what's going on?
Oh, there were a lot of memories coming up. I mean, a lot. I guess just that to be clear. I mean, I don't know, but a lot of memory came up, and body was heating up. You were continuously giving one after the other soul temple. There was a lot of heat up in my body.
Yeah, so the body is showing all that is stored in the body, which is not allowing you to move beyond. Okay,
Yeah.
this is a communication from your body. The memories are showing up, which are keeping you limited. Once you heal them, sit, like you can listen to this recording once again and do these statements again. And then whatever comes up in your own space, sit with it, deal with those memories, heal those memories and heal those parts of you, accept those parts of you. Then everything, because when we aren't able to do it for ourselves, we really can't do it unto others. Okay, and that's why we feel that we failed. It's not actually that we failed. We are creating changes in people's lives by whatever you're being. You are creating changes in your environment by whatever you're being. But the inability to acknowledge that comes from these memories that are limiting you.
Yeah. In fact, a barrage of memories,
Yeah.
some incidents I've forgotten about, those surfaced right now when we were doing that affirmations, and my whole upper body was like completely ऐसा लग रहा है कोई आग लगा दिया types was, it was like that hot.
Yeah, so you have to now sit with this, all that came up, and deal with it, whether doing clearings, pot and pock, or you want to do pranic, or you want to do Reiki, or whatever you want to do, violet flame, etc., etc. Use your way, use Soul's Temple, or use your way. Deal with it, change it for you first. And then you will see the change in the, already I think something will already shift in the environment, but yeah, first it has to shift within. Only
Yeah.
then we have any control. Actually, honestly speaking, we don't have control over the environment. We only have,
Yet there is a sense of lightness. I'm feeling happy about that.
yeah. So
There's
because what did I do? I brought everything to me. All this projection that I'm seeing around me is actually a part of me which needs to be healed, and the environment is just showing me that, okay, this is what it is. Now deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it, then remain in it. Okay, if my house is cluttered and if I'm not going to clean it, I remain in it. That's all. Nothing else. Nothing is going to happen. The clutter may increase, decrease. Somebody may come and clean, somebody may not come and clean. My maid may do the job or may not do the job. But if that clutter is hurting me, then what is that part of me which I'm not focusing on? And then naturally, like today morning, whenever I'm doing these healings, like morning, afternoon, evening. I'm doing 3 Souls Temple nowadays in a day. It's a lot of healing happening for me also. Like maybe it may not be like cognitively, I may not be able to tell exactly.
Okay.
So much is shifting that today I got up, I cleaned my entire house and like everything. I was so energetic. So sometimes it is just that as we heal, we gather that energy, that strength and everything. And then the mage will also support. Everybody will support. First is within me. Everything begins with me. And then when I deal with that part, then slowly I will see the ripple effects in my environment too. And I have always acknowledged the smallest change that I witness. Always. That is so important. We all are looking for big changes while completely ignoring the small changes that show up every day.
Yeah, because we have an expectation of that big change.
Exactly.
No? In the process, the small changes are not acknowledged and
completely left undone and left unacknowledged.
Yeah, but
and that is Shiku, right? Unacknowledged, undisclosed, uncovered, and all of that.
Undisclosed, unacknowledged.
Yeah.
Hidden parts of something. Yeah.
Yeah. So the hidden parts, right? Secret, hidden, and all of that. That is Shiku. We only create the Shiku.
Yeah.
And then we are wondering what's going on. Why isn't it changing? Are we acknowledging every day the small changes that are showing up? That, oh my God, I did this and this changed. Oh my God, I did this and this changed. Today I got up and I cleaned my whole house. I'm feeling so much lighter. You know, small changes, very, very small changes. Oh, today I got up in the morning and I did exercise because I was so fresh. Small changes. But what? हाँ एक दिन तो exercise किया but रोज तो मैं करती नहीं हूँ. कोई फायदा नहीं है, सब तो बकवास है. That is what we do. And then that one day, you know, that one day is completely left unaccounted for. Yeah. Tell me, Karan.
So when you were talking about those small changes, that's why, you know, the practice of gratitude and acknowledgement is so hand in hand. The more you acknowledge and the more you write those acknowledgement as in a form of gratitude, it amplifies the bigger picture that you're looking at.
Correct.
You know, eventually the bigger picture will show up. But it's our own impatience to not acknowledge the smaller changes and not to have gratitude for those smaller changes that leads us to that unrest.
Yes.
That palpitation.
And then trying to control that and then trying, you know, to do something that is, for example, now if you conceive today, tomorrow you won't have the baby. There will be 10 months gestation period. You can't and if you rush it, then the baby will be handicapped. We just got to give ourselves the time and space for everything to show up the way it has to, you know, and be in acceptance of, okay, today I can only do this much. Today, if I did say 10 minutes exercise, okay, today only that much time I had and it's fine. Thank you, body, for helping me do 10 minutes exercise. Now the body will tell, okay, kal 20 minutes kalte hain. But if I come and say, kya fayda, 10 minutes exercise, bullshit, I'm just so lazy, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. The body will tell that, oh my God, no gratitude.
True.
So yeah, that is what it is. What else? Anybody else has to say anything? And thank you, Karika, for the question. Because, you know,
for the amazing affirmations. I mean, I will not remember all that.
Of course, you will have to go through it because even I don't remember. I just take it. Like whoever asks me questions in that moment, whatever comes, I say it and it's... Just imagine every day I'm doing 3 calls. Will I be able to remember? I'll go nuts if I have to remember all. Utna responsibility nahi lena hai mujhe. Let people go watch it again, write it down, and do it if they want to. My job is over.
Say something that every day I have seen kahin na kahin in our universes something is going on. Somehow you will tap into those energies and you will do soul temple for those permissions for those things only. कैसा होता है magically, I don't know. Today, seriously, I wanted something for expectations, what I had from someone here at my family. And you like, just came and did this, and I'm feeling super light. I was so down from morning, and I'm again charged up. Thank you.
So, I don't do anything. It is just all just getting created on its own. I have just, like, when I started this 1 month program, I put an intention, whoever you want, God, it's your responsibility, not mine. Send the people, send whatever questions, send whatever needs to be affirmed, and let that be affirmed. That's all.
Even I wanted the same thing or same thing you did. Thank you so much. Yeah. वो क्या है ना, ओ माय गॉड में होता था ना कि वो सब चीज गॉड को भेज देते थे इंफॉर्मेशन की, प्लीज आप कर दो, वैसा वाला आपने किया आज।
मेरा एक्चुअली सब कुछ गॉड को ही दिया हुआ है।
हाँ, तो
मैं इतना बोझा लेके नहीं चलती हूँ अपने माथे पे। हाँ, मेरा काम करके खत्म हो गया। कर्म कर और फल की चिंता मत।
गॉड सेंड अ मैसेंजर फॉर क्लियरिंग एवरीथिंग। बोले बहुत हो गया भीड़ यहाँ पे, आप एक बंदरा झवर को भेज दो तो वो थोड़ा सा क्लियर कर देगी। बोले मेरा बर्डन बढ़ गया है।
वंदना पूरा भगवत गीता का बता रही है, कर्म करो फल की
चिंता मत करो।
है ना नीता? हाँ, राइट।
है ना वंदना?
Absolutely, Bhagavad Gita is just my way of being. गीता सार बचपन से इतना पढ़ा कि वो एफर्मेशन बन के मेरे जहन में ऐसे बस गया है।
रग में बस गया।
So yeah, that's what it is. How is everybody else? All good?
All well.
Thank you.
पेशेंस से सो गए होंगे सब, इससे अच्छा हो रहा था, एकदम क्लियर हो रहा था सब चीज।
नहीं, फ्रेश हो गए।
एकदम फ्रेश। हाँ, सो के फ्रेश हो गए।
पावर नैप।
अंदर तक घुस गया, पावर नैप लेकर अंदर तक घुस गया सब चीज।
अफर्मेशन करके फ्रेश हो गए।
हाँ।
So basically this is afternoon time ना, पावर नैप का ही टाइम है। हाँ ठीक है, एफर्मेशन करो, सो जाओ, फिर चार्ज अप होके।
दीदू क्या है ना, पावर नैप से ना अंदर में एकदम डीपली चले जाता है, एंड यू वांट दैट ओनली कि वो डीपली सोल टेंपल
सबकॉन्शियस में घुस जाए।
सबकॉन्शियस में घुस जाए, इसलिए वो घुस गया।
तो जो भी सो रहे हैं, इट्स ओके, नाउ यू कैन वेक अप। What else? And also thank you people for all the people who prayed yesterday when I didn't do any calls.
How are you? Yesterday you sent a message on the group.
Yesterday I cried a lot. I was really upset. It was so hurting to see the child crying so badly after her father passed away. And being me, I'm extremely sensitive. So for me, it is like, it almost like created a hollow in my heart.
Is it the same girl who used to stay with you?
Yes, the same girl. And 3 months she's been here, and then 3 days she's only crying, and like uncontrollable. She reached where I booked her flight ticket and everything. Once she reached there, she saw the last rites of the father from a video camera, because he's in some other place and hospitals don't give the bodies.
It was COVID?
Yeah, COVID. He's been in the hospital since 10 days. So the thing is, I would not want to eliminate my human side. We are all here for human experience, right? So this tears and this sadness and the sensitivity and everything is a part of that. And I acknowledge totally that it was so hurtful. It was so hurtful that I didn't want to talk to anybody after she left. Like for a day, I was just like, what just happened? And my daughter was crying, and like literally, my son called me 3 times. My ex-husband called me. He was crying because he remembered when his father passed away. He was only 15. So many, close people upset, crying, sad, conversations which are hurting everybody. I alone really can't do anything. I can only just watch like, you know, that brings you to surrender on your knees and tell to God that, you know, मैं कुछ नहीं कर सकती भगवान, जो करना है तुमको करना है. Just मेरी बस प्रेयर है कि ये लोग सबको थोड़ा आराम दे दो प्लीज, क्योंकि मेरे बस में नहीं है, ये मेरे बस का काम है ही नहीं. So that helplessness that you feel when someone close to you, even forget close to you, she's not my daughter, she's my daughter's friend, but she's been living 3 months with me. Today my house was empty in the morning. It was like, oh my God. But then, because morning, I finished the Souls Temple in the morning, 6:30. It was so good. I got charged, I got up, I cleaned the room that she was in. I removed whatever needed to be removed, the clutter, cleaning the bathrooms, and like mundane tasks. When you get into the mundane tasks of every day, right? अब घर का झाड़ू लगाना, cleaning the wardrobe and this and that, especially in times of extreme sadness, getting into physical activity is the best therapy. Sitting and thinking about it is not going to take you anywhere. You won't be able to change anything, honestly. The person who has died has died. The girl will cry. The children will be upset. They may be upset for 6 months or 1 year or more. I really don't have any control over that. And I can't even tell them don't be upset. How can I tell them not to be upset? That would be inhuman. I can't tell them that abhi therapy kara lo. I can't tell them that, oh, therapy करने से ठीक हो जाएगा. No, नहीं ठीक हो सकता है. Loss है, बहुत बड़ा loss है. Father died. It's not easy. 21-year-old girl, a younger sister who's around 16. Just 2 daughters. And then mom left. Mom was around the hospital for the last 10 days. It is a difficult, tough situation. In such situations, the least you can do is just be there. Just allow them to cry. Just allow them to scream, to howl, whatever. That allowance, right? When you can be that, and then get up, do what is required to be done. Get up, अच्छा ticket book करना, उसको वापस भेजना है घर, उसकी मम्मी से बात करना है, मामा जी से बात करना है, ये वो. That you can do. Get up, get going, take charge, do what is required to be done. Did all of that. I spoke to her in the evening. Whole day after coming back home, after dropping her at Mumbai airport, I cried so much after I came back. Because I didn't cry in front of her. Because I was feeling that if I start crying, how is she going to handle this? But then I cried so much. It was so painful for me to even witness that much. But then did I choose to remain in that? No, not. I got up, I went for a walk. I took my scooty. I just drove endlessly, putting my mask on, just so that I can get air, fresh air. I sat and did my tulsi plant, I did some, removing the leaves which are yellow and some mitti mein kaam kiya. Small things I did. Fridge ko clean kiya. Removed the stuff that was not, required. So I did all of that. Shanti say I slept off in the night 9:30. I woke up again at 1 o'clock with an idea, because when I do Souls Temple and I sleep, or if I put a question and I sleep, I wake up with ideas. So I slept and I woke up at 1 o'clock around, and I got an idea that I know so many people through my students, my children, I would call them my children, whom I taught, say, Souls Temple or bars or something, who had lost one parent early on. And then I realized that, over a period of time, in 5-6 years, these children have grown up and they've become like really good. And some people have become really empowered in a span of say 10 years or 5 years or 6 years. I created a template. I sent a message to at least 7 of them, 5 to 7 of them. That I said, okay, write down these things. I want to send it to this girl whose father has passed away, to show them that, yeah, when the parent passes away, it is going to be this. And like you all travel the journey, got therapies done, did this. Today you're here. And it's a much bigger, better space than you could ever imagine when you were here. And I made everybody write. Thankfully, all these people, Datu, Charu, Nitya, everybody is lost one time early on. Himanshu, Vandana, who's left the call. All of them, very generously, they wrote back to me. They wrote back to me. I sent those messages morning to Shuchi. And then she read it all and she said, thank you so much, Andy. I don't know how to thank you. I said, you don't have to thank me. This is the least I can do. Your thank you in action would be that once you have finished your grieving and mourning period, get up, take charge, shine as brightly as you can, because that will make your father proud. And there, anytime you should need me, I'm here. Anytime you want to call me, I'm here. Anytime you want to send a message, I'm here. Now, this is humanity. This is not spirituality, which a lot of us have forgotten in trying to become something but human. Then we shouldn't have been born as human. We should have directly been in the spirit and evolved and then become Paramahams Yogananda. But even Paramahams Yogananda and Buddha became Buddha and Yogananda in the body through human experiences. So if we don't want human experiences, and if we are running away from human experiences and it's small, good, bad, beautiful, ugly, we will never be able to be what we think is evolved. That is not the end destination. Every day recognizing the ability to be human and at the same time working towards evolution of your inner consciousness and rising and resolving things through higher consciousness. Slowly, gradually, someday, we might reach some space where we feel good about ourselves. It's not about other people telling us you're good. It's about we feeling good about ourselves. Did I feel very good about myself yesterday? Yes, I did. I felt very good about myself yesterday for all that I was doing and being around that child. Can I do more? Not really. I did whatever I could in my best capacity. Am I expecting that I must go on doing that for her? No. I want her to take charge. She has to learn to deal with the father's absence. I don't have to substitute that place. No one can. We can only be a part of her journey. I can only be a part of your journey, but your journey is your journey. Only you can change what is not working for you. I cannot change that. I'm changing what is not working for me. And that's my responsibility. And then when each one takes that responsibility, of course, we'll see more empowered people, more empowered spaces, more humanity, more spirituality, more evolution, a different reality. Am I doing my bit to create that? Yes, I am. I'm just doing my bit. And thank you all for joining me every day and giving the time for me to be able to actually live my highest potential as of now, whatever it is. So when you give me space to share me, I grow. When you love me unconditionally, I grow. And whoever loved me unconditionally from the beginning till today, I grew. And then when I receive this much, I can also gift that much. Because first I received that much. And now I'm able to gift that much. So receiving and gifting is simultaneous. And more than anything else, acknowledgement of what we have received and what we are gifting. Both is important. It's very, very important to acknowledge every day. Small things. I sat with my Tulsi plant and today I was like, yeah, man, you're growing very well, but you're getting scattered now. I don't know how to deal with this. So I was thinking, okay, I have to go to some YouTube and check some channel. What to do when the plant is getting, growing like this, scattered. I did tie the threads and everything, trying to make it, in one line. But then I was like, there must be some other way also, right? So I was like, हाँ, आज बैठ के YouTube देखूंगी कि और क्या करना है तुलसी प्लांट को ठीक करने के. So that is what it is, like how much fun you can have with life when every small thing around you, can you can communicate with that. You can have more conversations and communion with your house, the walls, the paintings, the plants, the bed, this chair, and everything. That's joy. That's so much fun. For me, it is. I mean, I don't know about others, but yeah, for me, it is so much fun.
Thank you so much, Vandana, for your
Thank you so
lovely
much.
piece of guidance, your words of wisdom. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your personal time.
Thank
Chalo.
you, dear. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's 4 o'clock.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for your
Bye. Thank
personal
you.
time.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.